What's up, Soul Fam? This is your boy Jason, or Seva, and you're watching Ray of Light Tarot. This is going to be the Taurus reading for the month of June. We're just a few days into June, and I apologize for the delay. Thank you for your patience. This is going to be the Taurus reading for the month of June for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and your soulmate or twin soul, whoever your soul partner is. You know, that person that you just love, that makes your heart go pitter patter, pitter patter. For a lot of you, it's going to be somebody that you're in separation with or from. And for some of you, it's going to be somebody new that's coming in that you haven't met yet. I get that distinct feeling for this reading, Taurus. I'm getting a little bit hot and bothered. So it could be someone new that you have a strong physical attraction to. I'm drinking my Purium shake. Just a quick reminder for those of you who are interested, you know, my friend Jai from Channel for Grace and myself, we do every quarter, every 3 months, we do a Purium cleanse and we lead it. It's a 30-day, a month-long cleanse with a 10-day intense portion. It's a great way to reset physically, emotionally, spiritually, and it's a great way to lose weight, get that beach body back, or for the first time, whatever your situation is. But if you're thinking about it, we're doing the next one on June 21st, beginning the summer solstice. So now's the time to get your product. Go to ishoppurium.com, 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 and go to the 30-day, or I think it's called the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation, but it's a 30-day cleanse. And what you'll want to do when you check out is to put in my code to save $100 on your purchase. The code is RayofLightTarot, all one word, Ray of Light Tarot, and that will help you. All right, sorry for the advertisements, that's it. But if it is something you've been thinking about, now's the time to order. We're going to start on June 21st. And we'll get you all set up and added to our Facebook group when you make your purchase and all that good stuff. This stuff is so good, guys. All right, so Taurus, soulmate, let's do this. We're going to start by pulling an animal spirit oracle card for you guys and see what the animal spirit is about. The reason I do this to start the readings is it just gives me a little bit of a gauge as far as not only you, but where your soulmate is and what the nature of the connection looks like. So let's see. And then we'll get into the tarot. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. Show me Taurus. Whoa. Show me soulmate. And got it. Connection. Okay. All right, Taurus. Soulmate. Connection. Oh, this is very sweet, Taurus. The connection is the parrot spirit. Watch your words. So right now it's very important in the connection, not only that you guys have communication, but that you're careful with your words. You don't want to say hurtful things. The thing about a soulmate, especially like a twin soul, is it's such an intense connection. And sometimes because it's so intense, when we're on the hurtful side of that, where we're being hurt or someone has let us down, we can often be let down by that person. And when that happens, we can tend to strike out and say things that we really don't mean and that we will regret later, because it can really sever the relationship, at least for a time, sometimes even permanently, even though spiritually, energetically, the connection never goes away. But in the physical world, we can literally lose people that we love very much if we're not careful with our words. So be careful with your words, Taurus or soulmate of Taurus. Could be a lot of air energy here also with that parrot's card. Card number 45 breaks down to a 9 as well. So you guys are ending a tough cycle where communication was an issue. See the 45? That breaks down to a 9, and this is all about you, choosing your words. So that tells me that, Taurus, you and your soulmate have been in a communication. Maybe there's been a gap in communication, or maybe there's been some really unfriendly, painful communication between the two of you, but it's all love. That's what you guys feel for each other. So remember that when you communicate with each other, okay? All right, so you're getting the squirrel spirit, and your soulmate or twin soul has got the seahorse spirit. I love the seahorse card. My very first like true love boyfriend it was in the military, and after we kind of fell in love and had been dating for a little while, he had to go on a deployment, a 6-month deployment, and that was really hard for me. I think I was 18, maybe I was 19 by then. Anyway, it was really hard for me, you know, being left behind. And I remember we had this thing because the male seahorse gives birth, and we had this whole thing about seahorses. So every port he would go to in all over South America, he would find something that was seahorses, whether it was like a little bell, a little brass bell, or some kind of statue, or a pendant, whatever. He would get something that had a seahorse on it and send it to me. A notepad, a pen, whatever. It didn't have to be something big, but he would send me something from that port of call with a seahorse on it. And so seahorses have always been special to me for that reason, because even though, of course, the relationship did not work out, I do consider that a soulmate connection, someone that I had I have nostalgic memories. You know, it's very lighthearted and loving and childlike, right? Was not meant to last, but it was definitely for a purpose, and it was a great experience for me. Okay, helped me to grow. Now for you, the squirrel spirit. So you, Taurus, 75, that's the number 3. Breaks down to a 12, which is the 3. You're in a building phase in your life, Taurus. The squirrel spirit is about storing up for winter. And it's also about having faith, right? Learning to be a good listener. Look at those big ears on the squirrel. All those, the furry ears. See that? The squirrel is telling you, focus on being stable in this connection and being reliable, and on being a good listener, and on, you know, whether you're being shown that this thing is lasting right now or not, whether you feel that, whether you even feel like you should have faith in it. It's a time to have faith and to store up for winter. And when I say store up for winter, what do I mean? Well, in your relationship, it's saying, even though you may not see a future here right now, act as if you do, right? In other words, prepare for the future, whether you see it there or not. Start storing up for the winter of this relationship, because there's much more to come. For your twin soul or soulmate, they've got the number 53, seahorse spirit. That's the number 8, which is all about the continual flow of energy between you two. This person wants to bear your burdens, okay? Even if they're a feminine energy, they want to be the masculine bearer of burdens. And if they are a masculine energy, they haven't shared this with you maybe, but they want to be that provider. They want to be the person, even if it's not about providing financially, they want to bear your burdens. And I think that's a lovely thing. I know every time I've ever truly been in love with somebody, or just really loved someone, I want to be there for them in a way that I can bear their burdens for them, right? I'm a very protective lover. When I'm in love with a man, I want to be his protector. I also want him to be my protector and helpmate too. I want it to be 50-50. I want us to be able to equally rely on each other, to stand up for each other, to protect one another, to be willing to fight for and in the interest of one another. I think that's a beautiful thing when it's very mutual. And I think that that's a great start to a relationship, when you show somebody you're willing to fight for them. Okay? And so that's a big part of this. This person is willing to fight for you, and I think they're going to show you that in the near future as well. So we got a lot of watery energy here, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Again, between the two of you, one thing you may share in common is air energy, that ability to communicate well. So even though you may not have been communicating well, and you're coming to the end of a tough communication cycle, this could turn out to be one of the best parts of your relationship. Taurus and soulmate of Taurus is the ability to communicate well. You share air energy here with this parrot. So you could have a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius sign and in a shared place. So maybe you both share a Gemini moon, or maybe you both share a Libra, Venus in Libra, something like that. And I think in that shared energy, Taurus, you guys are able to really use that to communicate well and to focus on those things that you share in common and that you both desire for each other and for the relationship. So think about that, okay? Now, again, watery energy for your soulmate, or for your soulmate, or I feel like it's a twin soul for you guys. This feels twinny. Feels very twinny. So very watery, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, very much Cancer energy. And as far as you go, Taurus, that's earthy energy here, the squirrel energy, but it's also, it feels not just like Taurus energy, but it feels like both Virgo and Capricorn, through all the earth signs here, represented in what you're supposed to be doing for the relationship right now. Virgo, you're the caretaker, you're the servant, right? As of anyone with strong Virgo in their chart, I'm Sun in Virgo, but also if it's like Venus in Virgo especially, you want to be the caretaker, to be the healer in your relationship, and let someone know that you will wash their feet, okay? And if you don't know what I mean by that, look up Jesus washing the feet of the disciples. It's very much about being a servant, whether you have to be or not. Some people are too insecure about the servant position to do something like that, and then others of us feel like we're secure enough in who we are that we can take on the servant position for someone we love with grace and with security. And so look into that, washing the feet of someone you love, or Jesus washing the feet of the disciples. All right, so that's the animal spirit energy I've got for you guys. Let's get into the tarot, because it's gonna be good. I can feel it. Also, by the way, guys, in about an hour, at about 9:30, I'm gonna be going live. 9:30, 10ish, depending. I'm going to be going live to do mini readings. We've got a list built up because a lot of people are already getting on the list, but if you would like to get on the list, it is a $25 donation to the Cash App, which is $Ray of Light Tarot, all one word, $Ray of Light Tarot. Thank you, universe. Thank you, source. Thank you, spirit. Thank you, angels. Thank you, archangels, spirit guides. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you for gathering around me, protecting my light, my energy, my vibration, helping me to raise that thing up high. And thank you for the clear and direct messages. Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel, thank you for being pillars, cornerstones, and guardians. And thank you for the clear and direct messages for my Taurus people, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and their soulmate. For those, the energy group that's most in need of healing guidance at this time, may I connect to them and give them the hope and the guidance that they need. Show me the soulmate of Taurus at this time. Soulmate, spiritual partner, twin soul of Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus at this time. June 2020. Tarot. Show me what's going on with those soulmates of Taurus, y'all. I can tell this is going to be lit. It's going to be a fire reading. I feel it. It's going to be good. It's going to be great, y'all. It's going to be great. All right. Wow. Major Arcana. Major Arcana. Major Arcana. We've got 4 major arcanas here for your soulmate, Taurus. Big, okay, your soulmate or twin soul, I feel specifically, could be an Aries. They could also be an Aquarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We have, bottom of the deck, the Queen of Cups. That could be how this person's viewing you right now as well. They're wanting you to be their Queen of Cups, or they're wanting to be the Queen of Cups for you. In other words, this person's wanting to express emotion to you. They feel you're resistant to them. They feel you're resistant because behind that is the 7 of Wands. And this is you, how they're seeing you. So they're seeing you as being very resistant, Taurus. They see your feminine energy in a beautiful way, and they want to offer you love, but they see something within you, although you may claim to want them, something within you is resistant to being open-hearted. So examine that within yourself. They're desiring, whether they're doing it or not. Here's what they're doing and here's what they're desiring. Emperor versus the Fool. Okay, so what they're doing is they're sitting on their throne. They're being a little stubborn. They're not being willing to take a leap of faith. They're not being willing to tell you how they feel or to go out of their way to show you. They're feeling a lot, but they're not showing you a lot. What their heart space is, they're wanting to take a leap of faith. They're seeing all these signs and synchronicities. And every time their heart starts to beat fast when they think of you, they start to see in their mind's eye all of the possibility, because this love is so strong between the two of you, right? They feel it. They also know that they're going through a huge spiritual transformation and they can't resist it. They're not trying to. The Star card, Aquarian energy, what does that mean? That means they want to bear their emotions. They want to bear their soul. All of that water, that Aquarius is the water bearer. Well, for them, this is their soul. They want to bear their soul to you. They desire to do that. Are they doing it? No. Why? Pride, pride, and more pride. Taurus, you have a very proud soulmate, twin soul. And if it's a twin soul, what does that say about you? That you are very proud. And there's nothing wrong with pride. Okay, but what do they say about it? Pride goeth before the fall. So you can't let your pride stop you from having your heart's desire. If pride is the only thing standing in the way, well, throw that pride away and go after your boo-boo. That's your boo. Go after your boo. Listen, great love requires sacrifice and a willingness to fight. I'm telling you, I would too. Like, when there's great love, you will not catch me giving up. I will fight and fight and fight until that great love says to me, don't come for me, don't contact me. Then you have to back away and move on. But if someone gives you 1 ounce of hope, you have to be there. And this person has so much desire. They're awakened here. The Judgment card is present. And this angel has blown her horn and she's present. She's saying, come and get it. And look, she's blowing this pixie dust out. She's saying, this is magical. This is romantic. It's beautiful. And go get it. I feel like you've gotten the spiritual seal of approval here. Also, the thing to recognize is, yes, there's a lot of passion in this connection. You guys are so desiring to hold each other's hands and sort of fly off into the ethers. It's very emotional and it's very sort of magical. But what's stopping it is the practicality. Practicality is important, especially when you want a relationship to be lasting, but you need a little magic. You need to believe in the pixie dust. I keep doing this with my fingers because that's how it feels. It feels magical. But no, seriously, you guys can't just give up on this because it doesn't fit into your practical plans, soulmate of Taurus. Don't give up. Don't be too afraid to move forward on this. You're sitting on your throne, soulmate of Taurus, and being proud, and it's stopping you from having your heart's desire. You need to do some healing so that you can get up out of that throne. Right now, you're stuck in your little throne, Emperor, because why? You're not finished healing. You've got 3 swords, and then there's one more right in front of you. Big time communication. It's so interesting, and this happens with me too, because the person I consider to be my twin soul is Gemini Sun, and I'm Gemini Ascendant. So communication is potentially your best strength, right? But right now it's your biggest weakness. I get it. Same thing here. It can be your biggest strength, your best friend, or it can also be your worst enemy and your greatest weakness. Communication is going to be, and has the potential to be, you and your Taurus's best, greatest strength, but you've got to use it. You guys have to use it. If one of, and this is like deja vu for me, if one of you is saying, I sense something bad coming, maybe I've made some mistakes, we need to talk, we need to communicate, I need to talk to you, don't ignore it, don't put it off, because something may sideswipe you or the other person, and then because you've avoided conversation, you're like, wait, what? It's just not good. Don't avoid the conversation. While you're in a good place, talk. I know you guys, for a lot of you, you're not in a good place anyway, but if you are, communicate, communicate, communicate. You've got the 2 of Wands here, which suggests to me that you're both, specifically your soulmate, because this is their side of the reading, Taurus, you're ready to choose a path. You're ready to make haste and moving forward in something, but don't go by yourself. Take them with you. Soulmate of Taurus, take them with you. They love you, and you don't want to leave anyone behind, okay? This person loves you, and they should not be left behind. You will regret it if you leave them behind. Just saying. There's a lot of resistance here, Taurus. Your soulmate is very resistant, but it's not because they don't love you. The love is so strong. It's like they're waiting for a sign from above to say, go. They're waiting for God or an angel or something to visit them and say, go. And they're not getting that message, so they're scared. Guys, sometimes you just have to go on your heart. Follow your heart. Don't be afraid. Listen to your heart. Listen to your heart when he's calling for you. Listen to your heart. Okay, I'm going to stop being silly and waxing romantic and poetical. But no, seriously, soulmate of Taurus, don't be afraid. Your fears and your pride are going they're going to stop this thing if you let it. Don't let your fear and pride get in the way, guys. Well, if you're a twin soul, especially, don't waste time. Your connection could be so powerful and it could help so many people, right? That's the important thing for twin souls to remember. Get over the fear, because you can help so many people with the beauty of your connection. People will, when you two are together and people see you together, people will come out of the woodwork telling you, hey, I put my twin soul and I did a live stream on another app when we were together one weekend in a park, like eating and stuff. And somebody that knew us both messaged me a DM and was like, wow, you guys really are twin souls. Like when I see you two, it's like you're alive. You light up, everything lights up. That's what this feels like, guys. Taurus, soulmate or twin soul Taurus, that's what this feels like for you. Feels like you guys just light everything up around you when you're together. Why would you resist that, really? What's going on inside you that would make you resist something that beautiful? Whatever excuse you're coming up with is not good enough. Show me Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, June 2020. Strength. You could have Leo energy going on here. It could also be that you're just really being tested and having you're really having to pass the test of being strong. And it's not physical strength. This strength card, guys, for you Taurus, this is not about physical strength. This is about, again, it's about faith. It's about having spiritual strength and having faith and being steadfast in not only your faith, but your devotion to the cause, to whatever this relationship you know and believe is meant to accomplish and who it's meant to help. A lot of people, that's who. Wow, there's been some real disappointment, and I get this. Like I think I mentioned this at the beginning of this reading, guys. Taurus, if you feel you were betrayed by your soulmate or twin soul, or you feel they let you down, guess what? They probably did. We're human, and in human endeavors, we're going to hurt each other. We're going to let each other down. The question you have to ask yourself is, does this person matter to me? Or do they feel like family to me? Because if this person is family to you, your sister, your brother, and a sister and brother in the spiritual senses can also be your beloved. And you know what I mean? It's both. It's not one or the other. It's both and. This person may have hurt you and you may feel betrayed by this person, but it doesn't mean the love is not there. This is about the balancing of energies. And Along the way to balancing energies, guys, there's betrayal, there's deception, there's things that happen. You've got to overcome that because too much is at stake here. Look at this. You've got the Queen of Wands energy. So even though your sun usually, or moon rising in Venus, is in Taurus, you've got this fiery energy here, Taurus. You're coming through as the Queen of Wands. What does that mean? It means, one, you're passionate for this person. You know you have passion and you want this thing to work. You've been in this hanged man energy, focusing on all of these options. You've been looking at all these potential love offers and love options. You've been looking at your past, your present, your future, trying to figure out where did I go wrong? No, you didn't go wrong. It feels like you're trying to get an analysis of what brought you to where you are today and why hasn't love worked out for you. It has and it will. Trust the divine detours. This did not happen by accident, and it's not happening to you. It's happening for you. It's not happening to hurt you. It's happening to heal you. Not to you, but for you, not to hurt you, but to heal you. I know it doesn't make sense, guys. I get it, because I'm the same thing I'm telling you, I'm telling myself. I know it feels janky and weird, and it doesn't make sense when you love someone so much and it seems like you're getting a heel in your face. You're not. It's all part of the healing. Sorry about that, guys. My phone's clicking on. Okay, so here we go. So Taurus, these are tied together. This cycle is ending because it's all about accepting that deception and that pain was meant to happen, and it's leading you to a beautiful place. Look what you've got. The Strength card, the Page of Cups. There's a need for communication, apologies, and then you've got the Six of Pentacles. That's when balance comes into things that are of value. And as that balance comes in, it doesn't mean you guys are going to have this beautiful reunion right off the bat, or that person's going to come racing in, but it means you're back on the right track. And that's how the communication starts to improve and to allow you to make communication your strength as opposed to your Achilles heel. Trusting in the communication. There needs to be a conversation about the past, what went wrong, the true feelings of the connection, and the future. It's all here for you guys if you're willing to take a leap, take a risk, take a leap of faith. That Fool energy did not come out here for you, Taurus, by accident. June's going to be an interesting rest of June. The month is going to be productive, and I think it's leading you into, I'm telling you guys, a lot of people in separation by September are going to be on their way to real reunion and reconciliation. What's the Mystical Shaman card for Taurus and their soulmate? The lower world. So you and your soulmate, it's that time of shadow work, right? And nobody likes to do the shadow work, but you've got the soul retrieval card in reverse. Soul retrieval, the lower world. It's all about that shadow work. Be like a hunter going after its prey. I know it's not fun to do this stuff, but it's necessary, and it's going to heal so much for you guys. You've got the Ten of Swords. You're ready to leave that toxic cycle behind where the communication was there, but it wasn't healthy. It's time for healthy communication, but that can't happen until you go and conquer these demons. Go and conquer these demons. Let your guides help retrieve your soul and your soulmates as well. You guys are on the path toward love, reunion, and a rehabilitated ability to communicate. So that looks really nice for you guys. I love you so much. Thank you for allowing me to read for you for June of 2020.